my name is Rainer and this is Rainier Books, which pretty quickly will become your favorite booktube channel, believe me. So please subscribe if you haven't done so yet, because more than 70% of my viewers are not subscribers. It's easy and it is absolutely free to subscribe. As you know who watch my channel, my reading is slow this year, and one of the main reasons is the state of the world that keeps me up at night and watch the news. And the 12th book that I finished in 2025 is about something happening each and every day, not only since February 2022. Russian war crimes in Ukraine, the trigger warning for this video. The Finnish-Estonian writer Sofi Oksanen gave a very well-received speech at the Swedish Academy in 2023. She was asked to write a longer essay. And finally, the book Same River Twice, Putin's War on Women, came out in 2023 in Sweden and 2024, and now finally even in English in 2025. Sofi Oksanen was born on January 7, 1977 in the town of Jyväskylä in Finland. She is best known for her critically acclaimed novel Perch, which was published in 2008 in Finland, which explores themes of Soviet occupation, trauma and women's experiences in Estonia. Oksanen's work often focuses on historical memory, political oppression and gender-based violence, particularly in the context of Eastern Europe. Her distinctive voice and fearless tackling of complex political issues have earned her numerous awards, including the Finlandia Prize and the Nordic Council Literature Prize. In Same River Twice, she once again connects the dots of her personal experience and current history. Her great-grandaunt was raped by several Red Army soldiers when the Soviet Union invaded the Baltic states and colonized them, robbing them of their independence. Sofi's aunt stopped speaking after the traumatic and horrifying experience for the rest of her life. Rape has long been a war crime that is systematically used to spread terror and fear in occupied territories. During the genocide in Rwanda in 1994, an estimated 250 to 500,000 women were raped, often with the explicit intent to destroy the Tutsi population. The Democratic Republic of Congo was referred to as the rape capital of the world. Mass sexual violence has been used by various armed groups, and in Myanmar, Rohingya women were systematically raped by military forces as documented by the United Nations. Rape is frequently used as a deliberate military tactic. In Ukraine, Russia aims at destroying the cultural identity of Ukrainians, neglecting that they even exist as a people. Ukrainian women are not supposed to give birth to more Ukrainian children. Tens of thousands of Ukrainian children were kidnapped by Russian forces and brought to foster homes far away from the Ukrainian border in Russia to make Russians out of them. Maria Lvova-Belova has been named Russia's Commissioner for Children's Rights. She has been directly involved in orchestrating the forced transfer of thousands of Ukrainian children to Russia, where they are often subjected to re-education programs aimed at erasing their Ukrainian identity. In March 2023, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Lvova-Belova, charging her with war crimes related to these actions. Currently, American President Donald J. Trump is attempting to enforce a ceasefire in the war. He had promised that he would end all fighting in Ukraine within 24 hours, but has not succeeded in achieving that. On the contrary, Russia has no interest in ending the war until it has reached all of its goals. The sheer existence of a democratic Ukraine and its path towards a society that embraces women's rights and the rights of vulnerable minorities is seen as a huge threat to maintaining power for the elites in Russia. Sofi Oksanen is explaining how this and the ultra-nationalist propaganda comes together and puts Ukraine and ultimately the whole so-called Western world in peril. Already today, we see daily attempts to disrupt safety in many European countries, a direct influence on election campaigns all over the world. Since January 20, both the White House in Washington and the Kremlin in Moscow share a lot of values. Both advocate for traditional values of going back to a time when everything was better, when there were only two genders, and when women knew their place. The big dream of many in the Trump sphere to get rid of women's ability to make choices about their own bodies is just one example. Sofi Oksanen's book Same River Twice, Putin's War on Women is a tough read, but necessary. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.